Hey everyone, just wanted to give an update for the next few weeks. In a Minute is going to be going on hiatus, Glass of Water, any podcasts I'm working on, and March's Roundup are all going to be continuing as planned, but In a Minute will be going off the air for a while. Why? Short version, bringing back Star vs. the Forces of Evil was a mistake. Those of you might remember that back in December, I advertised that after I had exhausted the current season of My Little Pony and Tangled, that their respective spots on my schedule would be replaced by Star vs. the Forces of Evil and Little Witch Academia. I underestimated just how unbelievably boring Star vs. the Forces of Evil was going to get in its third season. The series is just stalling obvious plot points constantly with this runaround with Eclipsa, this will they won't they with Star and Marco, and whatever else Muni is pretending to do. Ever since the series packed up and moved from Earth to Muni, it has been one boring slog after another. It's worse than Steven Universe. Steven Universe is run by such a clueless moron that it's possible to get worked up and angry about it. And being angry is at least a motivating emotion. Star Versus is just boring, and I find myself in every script with nothing to say because the show is just jogging in place. I'll elaborate more on that in a Glass of Water script I started the early draft of this morning, and that should be out sometime around May, but for now I have to get rid of it. Unfortunately, I have to root around to find something to fill its schedule. My first thought was the Boondocks, but every single video file I have glitches out when importing it to Sony Vegas, so there's like 12 scripts down the drain. And I've tried different video files from different sources. It does the same thing every time. So that's just a no-go. In the 5 years I've been doing this, I've never once been burnt out. All of my breaks have usually been because I was sick or Lizzie was visiting. But after so many shows doing this exact same thing, I am just burnt out. I'm looking for a replacement, but I just keep dreading that whatever show I pick, it's gonna do it again. It's gonna happen again. We're gonna start out fun and then nosedive into angst and baiting fan theories. Putting aside the fact that this is the worst way to get more serious, the repetition is just exhausting. It's like what I talk about regarding My Little Pony's stale villains. It's not just that Starlight's design is bad to begin with, even if it wasn't, the sheer fact that they do the exact same character over and over and over again just gets exhausting. It isn't fun, and it only persists because the show writers are extremely stubborn about it. The last Equestria Girls movie pissed me off so much because they did it again and somehow managed to get even worse. So I just said, fuck it, let's make an entire Glass of Water on a better character. So I need to look around for a replacement that isn't gonna do this shit. Don't give me suggestions. I can't stress this enough. If you're gonna drop down in the comments to give me suggestions, stop. I don't want your suggestions. I'm gonna root around the last 15 years of animation to find something. I'll do fucking VeggieTales if I have to. I'll do Little Witch Academia on both Monday and Friday if I have to. I just want something that isn't going to nosedive into angst and pretend it's being smart. Like I said, Glass of Water and all the other series are continuing as planned, and next week we'll have a Glass of Water on Gloriosa Daisy. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. See ya.